I would like to introduce the Prototype Canvas. It's a tool that will help you the coming days or even weeks to refine your prototype and to just bring it to that next level of practicality. All you need is to download and or print the canvas that you can find here. And it also might be helpful to just have a large piece of paper and a couple of Post-its and markers. I will walk you through a couple of pieces on this canvas. Some of the boxes will be very straightforward, but I think it's good to just give it some attention. It starts with a title. It helps to make your prototype come alive by giving it a name, and it can change over time. Second, we will fill in the 2 intentions that you formulated with the last practice. So on the top right corner, what is your future that you want to contribute to, that you want to co-create in the next 5 or 10 years? And then on the top left corner, the more short-term intention for the next 3 to 6 months. From there, it's good to just start with the values and the principles. What values are really important to you, what principles are really important to you, and that you would like to integrate in whatever you do. And then we go down the left column. What does the experiment look like? So describe the prototype as concretely as possible. It's very much linked to the next box, which is what are the questions you're exploring with this prototype? So every prototype is an opportunity to learn. And so if you look at the prototype and describe it as concretely as possible, think about the questions that you are exploring with doing this. The feedback that you will get and that will give you the information about what this could really look like. That leads us to the last one, which is learning and feedback loops. So beforehand, think it through. How, when, and how often do you want to connect with the stakeholders involved to collect feedback? That information will help you in the iteration process of bringing the prototype to the next level. The rest of the boxes are quite straightforward, but I just want to put attention on the outcomes. We often are focused on the tangible outcomes only, the number of activities, the number of products, number of people, but think about the intangible outcomes as well. Relationships, trust. Like what is it that this prototype will contribute to that is as important as the more tangible outcomes? And one level further of thought, if you look at those, can you formulate a couple of targets and even how you could measure them? It will help you in the process of iteration, but also in the process of communication with your stakeholders. And lastly, create a timeline for the next 2 to 3 months. Who will be doing what, by when, and so this document will be alive. That's why it's an idea to use Post-its. The moment you go into a conversation or you start with your prototype, new clarity might come, and then you just take the old Post-it away and replace it by the new one. If you came up with several prototypes, then it's a good idea to just fill in the canvas for each one. Enjoy the process.